Hey guys, welcome back to Evony with Genghis on server 667, starting over at level 5. Just joking. Actually doing some investigative work. So I get tips from players all the time saying, you won't believe what's happening, blah, blah, blah. And sometimes I just want to check them out to make sure the person's telling the truth. So this comes from a player on this server named Coochie. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Anyways, he told me that, these events, right? So this historic general summoning event, or just every event in general where you get a new general, right? Like Evany advertises them on Facebook. They're not all the same on every server, and some servers don't get them. So this is Evany's own advertisement right here. And this is the general summoning. Now, my server, I'll get back to this. We did get him last event, but we did not get this event, historic general summoning. So this other guy on this server said their server still had Ludwig. They got two Ludwigs in a row, and they never got this Edward. And people are upset because Edward, basically, he can match with Simeon. So he's a good partner for Simeon. Lots of people have Simeon. It's really just not fair. So I asked him, I'm like, so do you have Edward in your tavern? Because I have Edward in my tavern. And usually iPhone's slow. So I went over to this server to look, and Edward's in Europe. And we don't see him, right? Unless my eyes are playing tricks on me. He ain't here. I don't see no Edward. I'm just going to go back up just to make sure we can all look. Phone seems a little blurry. I don't know if that's my eyes or that's Matthias. No Edward. Maybe Evany's trying to blur out this video. I don't know. But anyways, so now we'll go to others just to make sure, even though I do know he's Europe because I checked on my own server. So doesn't look like he's available. So now I'm going to go over to my own server. All right, so now I am on the Genghis Khan account. I'll show you just to confirm. We are on server 430. And let's go into my tavern. So I'm just going to make sure I did recruit him. Yes, it says recruited. Okay. Let's go into portraits. Let's scroll down. And there we are. Edward. So I don't know. It's not the end of the world, but it is completely unfair. And I'm going to go back and rewatch this video just to make sure I didn't see Edward on the left. But so if you see it posted, I didn't see him. Anyways, really unfair though. This is kind of like the buffs, debuffs. Some servers got him, some didn't. Some servers have Theodora, who is an amazing double drop general, and some don't have her. And really, she came with a first purchase on new servers, so they could have just easily backtracked her and gave her to everybody, like they did when they gave the treasure of a boss keep to everybody 5 years after, because they just figured, well, people did do a first purchase, so they should get it. So anyways, unfair. Like, what if Evany started to give different champions, different ladies in the harem to some servers and not to some others? That'd be a huge disadvantage. So I get it that Evany has to test stuff out. They have to see, what sells, what doesn't sell. So they probably want to compare this guy's server 667 to other servers and be like, hey, would people coin for this general or not? How did it work out? Should we make more of that type? But I just think there's a different way to do it without giving advantages like that to servers and disadvantages to others as well. Because, like he said, this new general, Edward, is one of the only ones who does actually pair with Simeon very nicely. So if his server's not going to get that, and Electra pairs, but Electra needs a dragon as the assistant. So if his server's not going to get that, that is a big disadvantage. If they're going to have to use, inferior generals like Winfield or Gwengo the Great, all the legends of the past, the old guard, people from 6 years ago. So anyways, let me know if, did your server get Edward? Mine did. So, and I know that lots of my friends on older servers did as well. So I'm actually really surprised because this seems like such a small thing for Evony to actually do that would upset people. So anyways, just wanted to let you guys know that Evony is still playing God, still choosing favorites. Anyways, like, subscribe, leave a comment.